Hello and welcome back to Rolling Solo. My name is Adam Smith and this is part 7 of our playthrough of Just Another Night. We're getting very close to the end of the bar fight and let's see what happens. So I've gone ahead and shuffled everything that I was supposed to reset the round, and we're going to go ahead. I'm actually going to do something right now. I've decided to potentially... let me think about this. You know what? I'm going to have the Tinkerer not short rest from the prior round. So I'm going to actually have these cards go here. I think with the cards we have remaining here, especially one on the top left and the one in the bottom right, the only one on the bottom, between those two we have a crazy amount of attacks that I think are more than enough to blow the bandit away. So I'm going to go ahead and play those two for him, so I think we're okay there. So for short resting, the Craighart needs to, because I can't play 2 cards, so we need to go ahead and do this. So what we're going to do is to split the deck. Essentially, I'm just going to grab this card here, which is in the middle, and this is the one we're going to lose. So we're losing the Crater card, so we'll go ahead and throw that in the lost pile, and then all of the rest of his cards come back, which is very nice because it gives us some options finally, because we're running a little low on what the Craighart was able to do. So I wanted to do this on camera with you guys, just to show you that I am playing this kind of like, even though I'm recording these and putting them up, that I am playing through this in a fashion where I want you guys to know that I'm not cheating or anything like that, because I do not endorse that kind of play. Of course, if I'm missing something, it's possible that I've messed up in the rules. If I have, please mention it in the comments. Obviously, this is kind of, I can't go back and fix it, but you know, it's a learning process. This game has little finicky things that sometimes get missed, but it's super fun and I absolutely love it. So again, one other thing that I forgot about from the last round was when the Craighart retaliated, this would have actually landed on the first circle. It was the first time he retaliated against somebody. And so then what ended up happening was he hit... Ooh, actually, now that I think about it, we didn't put the 2 damage on the Bandit Guard that should have gone on there. So the Bandit Guard that hit the Craighart in the last video should have had 2 damage thrown on him. So 2 extra damage should be here against the second bandit. So he's even closer to death, which is great. Maybe the Craighart can kind of put the final blow on him. And so what we're going to do is just kind of start right off with picking our cards. We already talked about what we were going to do in terms of the cards for the Tinkerer. We're going to go ahead with these two. And the reason I'm picking this and this is we got combo bottom and top attack pretty deadly. Attack 5 and attack 4 is more than enough to guarantee that we can knock this guy out. Yeah, we lose both cards, but it's totally worth it just to guarantee that kill. So we're going to play those 2 cards face down. And then for the Craighart, the issue with that is he's kind of over here in the back corner with a bandit who now has the appropriate 7 damage on him, has a shield, and 10 damage is the limit, so we need to put at least 4 on him. I think that's completely doable, and I think the one way to guarantee that, or at least to give ourselves a better shot of that, is to kind of go crazy and see whether or not we can hit him. Now we know if the Bandit Guard attacks us, in the end we have our retaliate, so even if we fail on the attack, the retaliate from the Bandit Guard should come back and hit us as long as we go early enough in the round, hopefully before the guard does. So let's pick some stuff that'll do some heavy damage. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the Avalanche card. It's pretty aggressive. And then I'm also going to go ahead and pick the move to deal damage to allies around you. I think this is actually a pretty good card. Just trying to decide whether or not it's going to be any of use to me if I attack him. Yeah, the move 2 would allow me to go, well, it doesn't get me close enough to the archer over here. I'd like to get 1, 2. I'd like to get right up against him would be the best thing to do. So maybe let's change that up, and maybe instead I will use this. I don't find Dirt Tornado to be that useful now, so I'll do move 3. That'll get me 1, 2, 3 to there. And then at some point here we can do our looting and whatnot. So now the only problem with this I'm realizing right now is the initiative's super low and we don't want that. So that's kind of where we get kicked in the pants a little bit. If we want to go early, we kind of have to use that 29, even though it doesn't really do anything for us, although we could go pick up the coin. So maybe go pick up some coins. That wouldn't be bad. So let's just do that. So we're going to go ahead, flip our cards. We know what we got. We're going to flip this. We got a 29 on the Craighart. We got ourselves an 18 on the Tinkerer. And now we're going to flip for our cards. The only guys remaining in this entire bar is one Onyx Archer. I'm not drunk, I swear. And 2 Bandits. So looking at these tiles or these cards here now, the only guy that's actually here still is... Oh, I just didn't take his card or put the damage on last time. I got really excited. So I'd already killed him and never took his card away. I was going to say, I was like, why is this here? But we killed him in the prior video. I just never took it away. So essentially the only guys that are left to pull is the Archer and the Bandit Guard. Those are the only guys left. 1 Onyx Archer and 2 Bandit Guards. You guys ready to do this? Let's do our pulls. So we got a 35 for the guard, that's way after us, and a 31. Perfect. So gives us a chance to get in there and get dirty and finish this off. So we're gonna go ahead with the Tinker to start, and he is not gonna be shy at pounding this guy as hard as he can. So he's gonna go attack 4. He doesn't even need to bother. His range, he is gonna be doing this as a ranged attack, so he's gonna have to take a disadvantage for it. But it's also going to move up the knight symbol as well. So what's going to happen is we might as well just move that up for now. So it's there. He's going to attack this guy, but it is disadvantaged. The reason it's disadvantaged is I'm not moving away from him in order to make this attack, because I want to guarantee I can do it by finishing him off with this one if I have to. Even though it seems like overkill, at this point in the game I'm trying to get every kill I can. So we're going to go ahead and do that. It's an Ink Bomb. It's a 4 against him. And we got to pull 2 cards and take the worst. So we got a +1 and we got a 0. So we'll take the 0, and essentially we are doing 4 damage to the Bandit Guard, but he has a shield of 1, so 3 kind of comes through and hits him. So now that particular Bandit Guard has, I can just actually remove this whole pile of tokens for the 1 and change it in for a 1. So now that Bandit Guard has 1 there. We get a experience for every enemy targeted. There was only 1. So we go up to 3 with the Tinker now. This card's lost because we used it for its most powerful attack. And we've already gone ahead and used that symbol for the knight to move it up. So now we're going to go ahead and use this one for attack 5, range 2. It's again going to be disadvantaged, which is kind of a shame because I really hope that this works out, or we're going to lose it on this kill as well. So, this is dangerous. Should I do this actually? Or should I change my attack here? Now from here I can't really do much. I can do 1, 2, 3. I can't reach anyone else to attack. I could move, maybe go get a coin or something. But this is really, really risky in the fact that if I get a single negative on this, the fact that he has a shield, it's more likely... Actually, no, we should be okay because this Archer is going to be focusing on the earliest initiative, and the earliest initiative range-wise away is this guy. So he's going to actually be targeting my Craighart based on where he's standing instead of him. So even if I don't kill him, I should be okay still. So anyway, let's go ahead with the attack. Attack 5, take 2 cards, +1, and let's hope for... so we got to take the -2. So then it's -2 makes it a 3, and then the shield. So essentially we had 5, -2 is 3, the shield. So only 2 gets through. It's bringing him to 7, so not enough to kill him, sadly. So we got 2, both of the guards now are at that limit. This one goes away, but we do get the experience for the hit, so that we bump up to 5. So we're kind of climbing the charts in the experience really fast. And that's essentially it for that character. So now we're going to move over to the Craighart, who's next in the initiative order. Craighart is in the back here with this guy, and he wants to just pummel him. So let's go ahead and do the avalanche attack. It's not a ranged attack, so that's good. We can also go ahead and use one of the green leaves, which we actually have, so we can wane this down, and that allows us to boost our attack by 1. We're also going to gain an experience for both because we actually did, normally it would be just for this one, but we did this line as well, so we get both XP. So the Craighart's going to jump to 3 XP, which is pretty solid. And then, of course, we got a 5 to start. There's no disadvantage because there's no range. We're right beside him. We're getting pissed off. We're turning around. We're going to throw some damage at him. There you go. So now that is how you attack. We don't even have to talk about damage at this point. This guy is gone. He's off the board. I'm not going to mention how much damage it just did to him because it doesn't really matter. He's dead. The Craighart's taken out another enemy. So then we're going to go ahead and grab a coin. We'll drop it kind of hidden behind the bookcase. We've already bumped up our experience for that. So that was great. And then this card is lost. So this, we'll just throw this in the lost side of the deck. And then we've got this one left. Now this one here just allows us to move and to heal. Now if we want to be strategic, we may not want to move very, very far, because we do have like a loot card here where we could get really greedy and loot everything around him, which would be really nice to get him a lot of money. So maybe what we'll do is we'll keep our distance. We're going to stay exactly where we are because we want this guy to shoot this. I want him to shoot me. I don't want him to shoot the bandit guard. So I'm going to stay right where I am, and that should keep things pretty tame. So essentially I'm going to just discard this card as if I used it for nothing. It's just gone. So that's it. Now we're going to move into the bandit guard and the archer turns. So the archer, there is only one of them. He's going to move and attack, but he's only going to move to be within range. He's got a range of 4, so he's easily able to focus based on the rules on this guy. He's going to attack my Craighart. He's going to be shooting him with a 4 in damage, and there's no modifier at the beginning from the attack card, so it just comes straight out of this deck. And it's nothing. So, and this is one of those cards that came in as a curse card, so it gets removed from the game, but that attack essentially means nothing. Done. That's awesome. Then we come down here to the guard, and the guards are going to, well, I guess the guard is going to, there's only one of them, so actually I'll clean that up too because I left a bunch of tokens here. The only one remaining now is number 1. So number 2 is the one that was killed off in the last attack that was like overpowered to the max. So we'll take that damage, throw it away. Sorry guys, sometimes I'm really bad at cleaning up I get so excited that I killed something, I don't actually clean up this card like I should. But now this guard is beside my Tinkerer. He's not going to move because he knows he's focusing on him. He's going to go ahead and attack from range. So that means because he's doing a ranged attack, he is going to move in order to not be disadvantaged. He doesn't have a base range though, so I kind of forget how that works. If there's no base range and it says range on the card, then I don't know if it just adds. No, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I think it would still attack. So he would move back to avoid disadvantage and do his attack from a distance. So he would go ahead and he would use his 4 attack, which is kind of nasty, against me. And I don't really have anything to stop that per se. So 0. So essentially 4 damage is coming through at my Tinkerer, which is a lot. So the only thing that we can do based on my Tinkerer having only 4 damage to handle is get rid of the 1 card we have left. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that last card. It is now gone. So the worst part about this now is that he has nothing for the next turn, which isn't exactly the best situation to be in. So that's the end of that. So that essentially cleans up. The other thing we're going to do is wane down the night element 1. We're going to go ahead and shuffle all the decks in between the video, and I'm going to, for all the, because we did pull some cards, I believe, although we pulled the curse out. Every time the curse or a blessing comes in from a modifier pile, you get rid of it once you find it. This pile magically has not hit anything to reshuffle yet. And then these other ones haven't either, but this one has, so we'll just reshuffle that. And I think that's pretty much it. So from here now, it's just a matter of cleaning up the last couple. And if we get really lucky, we've already got 4 kills. If we can be the ones that kill off the last 2, that would be the best. We obviously can't short rest with the Tinker, which is too bad. Just the way it played out. We wanted to get an attack in there at the end. It didn't really pan out so hot for us. But, you know, we did our best. So I think that's pretty much it. So I guess until the next video, guys, which should likely be our last, I hope you guys are enjoying. Please subscribe to the channel. There will be more. We'll be continuing to follow along this mini campaign as it goes along. And again, as always, throw your feedback in. Let me know if you see something that I missed. But for the most part, I'm having a blast. And keep up, Isaac. The Kickstarter is going amazing. Until next time, guys, keep rolling solo.